What's up, guys? Welcome one and all to another Overrated Fridays. I really need an intro. That's okay, I'm too lazy to make one. But yes, that's right, Overrated Fridays. This is episode 2, and if you're new here, I am so excited that you're here now. It's basically my chance to talk with you guys, shoot the breeze, discuss whatever we feel like. It doesn't even have to be about video games, but video games are always something that is on my mind because I have a huge addiction problem and I refuse to do anything about it. But that's okay, that's part of life, right? Life is about addiction problems. Don't quote me on that. And without further ado, let's do this now. What can I say? I had something in my eye. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is I just found this out, is that apparently Borderlands, you know, that game that I really like, that series that I love, it's really fun, is apparently getting a movie. That's right, it's gonna get a film adaptation by none other than Eli Roth himself. He's going to do it, and this is weird. First of all, Eli Roth, the horror guy, I think, right? Lionsgate, that same Eli Roth is doing a Borderlands-esque movie, and it's definitely gonna be Borderlands, and I'm a little bit worried and excited. Okay, first of all, I think Borderlands could be a great movie. Lots of high adrenaline, action-packed, you know, stuff that reminds me actually of the Mad Max movie that came out a few years ago, which, by the way, was amazing. I love that movie from head to toe. Couldn't get enough of it. Seen it 10 times over. So I feel like if they make it similar to that, it'll be really good. It'll be really, really good. So, you know, I'll just have to wait and see, obviously, but I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see the trailer. I'm also a little bit nervous about it. There's been, well, let's just say movies that are based off of video games have a history of being really, really bad. So, I'm curious to see how this goes, but at the same time, I am looking forward to it. And then I just also wanted to mention real quick that the Animal Crossing Direct came out. I did an entire video on it, and to sum it all up, it looks amazing. I cannot wait for Animal Crossing. I am going to talk about this game forever, I feel like, because it's just, I don't know what it is. I'm so excited for it, and I can't wait. But having said that, I'm not going to mention it too much here. I do think I'm actually going to do an entire series based off of this new game, though, just because it's something that I'm really passionate about and really want to do. But I'd love to know what you guys think about Animal Crossing or Borderlands the movie. That is apparently in the works now. Oh boy. You know, I guess people are seeing how successful Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, which I will talk about next week. I decided I was going to talk about it this week, but I'm putting together a whole little Sonic special. Just for you guys for next week. So, yeah, it's getting weird. Borderlands is becoming a movie. Apparently, Uncharted is still in the works. There's going to be a Super Mario Bros. Movie now. And I'm not certain how I feel about any of them. So, but, you know, movies, games, I guess, they're a hot topic right now, and they are making a lot of money. And on that topic of movies, and on the topic of video games making a lot of money, it's time for our questionnaire segment where I answer your questions, and if you want your question answered here on this YouTube channel, you are more than welcome to leave a comment down below. I will select any of the questions that I like. It can be about anything. It doesn't have to be about video games. It can be about movies. It can be about the fact that I need a haircut. Anything you want. And if I like it, I will post it up here along with your name, so you will forever live in infamy on my YouTube channel. And this week's question comes from this person, and this person is awesome. Mainly because they are the only person who asked a question last week, and they asked the question the week before, but I love them for that. So, thank you. And their question was a big one. Another huge, ginormous question. And it is, what do you think is going to happen in the music... I can't speak today. I can't speak at all. I'm just gonna drink this and call it a day. I can't say anything right. Oh, that's good. This question is not at all about the music industry. It's actually about the video game industry. And the question this person asked is, where do I think video games will be 10 years from now? And that is a very, very depressing question. It's going to take a little bit of time to answer this one because it's a big one, so here we go. So to answer this question, I'm going to actually break it down into two parts. What do I think in general the music industry... What is with the music industry? There is no music industry. Why do I keep saying this? I'm having such a hard time tonight. You should have asked me a question about the music industry, damn it. No, I'm kidding. Okay, let's try this again. Woo! Drink my game fuel. That's totally cool. Episode 2, so good. So like I said, to break this down about the video game industry, and so help me, is not about the music industry. I don't know what's wrong with me. We're going to break this down to two things. What do I think will happen in general for the video game industry in 10 years from now? And what do I think I will be doing 10 years from now in regards to video games? Because there's definitely going to be two predictions I have for each one of these things. So let's talk about, in general, what I think will happen. And I don't think it's all going to be good. I actually think a lot of it is going to be kind of bad, depending on who you are. For starters, physical merchandise for video games like this one right here, obsolete. This will not exist in 10 years. I don't see this being a thing in 2030. There's no way, man. The digital market is already taking over everything, and it's not just video games. It is coincidentally music. It is about the music industry. No, but it is. It's taking over music, it's taking over movies, and it will definitely take over video games. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll still see some physical merchandise and there'll still be a market for it, but I just don't think so. Physical games will definitely be around for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox X and Nintendo Switch's life cycles, but after that, I just don't see it happening. The digital market is taking over everything, for better or for worse, and there's definitely positives and negatives to that. So that is just one thing though. And then the other thing, and this is where things get really depressing, is I'm having a hard time believing that a standard console, the PlayStation 6, for example, I'm not 100% certain that's even going to be a thing. I would be surprised if Sony made a PlayStation 6 10 years from now. Now, having said that, the PlayStation 5 hasn't even launched yet. The 9th generation of gaming hasn't even begun, technically. But at the same time, 10 years from now, it's all about streaming, is it not? It's all about subscription services. That's kind of where everything's trying to go to, and it's kind of infuriating because even in TV series and movies, you got Netflix, you have Hulu, you have Disney Plus, you have the HBO ones, you got ABC subscription services. You have all these people fighting for that, and it just becomes so obnoxious that you can't possibly subscribe to all of these things, and unfortunately, that is the way it's going to go. I don't think we're going to have standard consoles anymore. I think it's all going to be about cloud gaming. I think 5 years from now, cloud gaming will be a much more viable thing. We have companies like Google Stadia that are trying to make this happen. I guess Google, technically, with Google Stadia. And that service that's garbage, man. I stayed away from that. I knew better, but you have companies that are already trying to make this work. It's not quite there yet, but 5 years from now, it'll be a thing, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. But here's my bigger problem, is this concept of subscription services. EA's already has their EA access. You have Xbox Game Pass. You have PlayStation Now. I would not be surprised with it if in the next few years you'll get a Nintendo one as well. But I don't think it's going to stop there. I can easily see Capcom doing it, or Ubisoft doing it, or 2K doing it, or any of these big AAA companies, because they all want that slice of pie. Xbox Game Pass is awesome. It is a great service, and I'm really glad it's on there, but due to its success, other companies are going to see that success, and they're going to want to copy it. It is only natural. And then I also think microtransactions, loot boxes, and all of that stuff, will be a little bit more regulated, but it's not going to go away, and it's going to be a mainstay, and it's going to be a big thing still in the industry. None of this sounds good. I like standard consoles, and I don't think they're going to be there. I don't like subscription services, and I think they're going to be, and I think the video game industry is going to be flooded with them. I don't like microtransactions, and those are definitely not going away anytime soon if anyone has any say in it in the video game industry, because that makes way too much money, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. Gaming is not as good as it used to be. That's just the truth. And I know it sounds like I'm just a boomer type of person. You can say okay boomer to me right here, and I don't care, because I'll tell you right now, the 90s were the best, man. They were so good, and even the early 2000s were just great. Every game, EA used to be someone special. I used to love every EA title that came out. They used to be one of my favorites, actually. But now it's just terrible. It's kind of sad when I think about it, actually, that in 10 years from now, I'm not looking forward to cloud gaming. It's not something I'm really interested in. Digital only, that's fine, whatever with that, but cloud service, it sounds terrible. I mean, I'm just being real with you. I just don't like it. It's not my type of thing. And so where I think I will be now, to answer part 2, 10 years from now, I don't even know if I'll be a very active gamer, at least not a current gen gamer. I don't even know if there'll be standard generations 10 years from now. That's the thing you gotta realize, is that there might not be a PlayStation 6. There might not be an Xbox X2, which sounds amazing actually now that I just said it. That these companies, whether it's Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo, they might not have a standard console. I mean, I hope they do, and I would love to be proven wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. And with all the subscription services that are going to start going up, and trust me, they will, I just don't know if I want to be a part of it anymore at that point. I actually think this 9th generation will probably be my last for staying actively involved in video games. But it doesn't mean I'm going to stop playing them. I'll probably just go back and play the classic games at that point. The games that I loved growing up, because might as well play the things you love and not have to deal with the things you hate. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at with that question. Thank you so much for asking it, and thank you for making me depressed. Yay! Now, this next segment is called What Did Brad Get This Time in Video Games? Because I always like to try to get something new in the video games, and I got a game. I got another game. I know it's a shocker. What? Me getting a game? Never, ever. It's not like I have 300 Switch games right there. Maybe I'll show you that collection sometime, because I do actually have about 300 of them now. But I got a new game this week. I actually was able to get one. Thank you, Best Buy gift certificates. But I got Wondersong, a limited run game, and I know nothing about this. Let's read what it says here, shall we? Sing to save the world. Play as a silly bard who embarks on a globe-trotting journey to learn about mysterious Earth song, said to prevent the universe's imminent end. It's up to you to sing your songs, unlock the world's secrets, and make new friends. So you have to sing to keep the world from being destroyed, is what it sounds like. And that's pretty dark for a very happy looking case, right? I mean, I'm in. That sounds like a good time to me. Alright guys, and that's all the time we have, so thank you so much for watching this video. Really, I appreciate it. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. And make sure you leave a comment down below. Ask me a question. I love engaging with the community. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's great. And if you don't, so help me, I will bust this game out and I will sing for you. And believe me, you do not want me singing for you. So help me, your ears will bleed if I have to sing for you. So leave a question down below. And with that lovely threat, I will see you guys on the next Overrated video. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. And have a good one.